What's up, everybody? It's Blaze.
That's Donovan.
Back again for what's hot in the streets. Got another request. I swear the requests are flowing like water. I thank you all for who have been watching and requesting. I thank you all for sending your request. And this one says, we're actually going to be basing it on, studs portraying men. And the request says, why studs think it's okay to act like a real man and beat on their woman and call them names, and also say certain gestures such as, that's my bitch, she's sucking my dick, and stuff like that. Basically degrading our Fems. Yeah. And I'm going to let Donovan talk on that because it is such a strong subject and very, again, controversial. And I feel that these views that we have need to be heard. So, Donovan.
Yes. Studs portraying men. Now, we talked about this before, about studs, acting like men and, one, raping their femme, which is totally unacceptable, which is a i-Yanah move. And he did use this move, the raping method, when he doesn't get what he wants. Now, the one move that we're talking about from i-Yanah is the beat her ass move, that these studs are using on their femmes. Hitting her, calling her a bitch. Now this is unacceptable. I mean, I've heard of this going on in a lot of straight couples relationships with men. Why is this happening in the LGBT community amongst our fellow lesbians, with our studs and our femmes, which is such a beautiful union, and yet you degrade it by being no better than the people we're trying to prove ourselves to, which is, of course, the heterosexuals, trying to prove that we're not a joke here. And you want to hit her. You want to abuse her. That's whack. You know what I'm saying? And it just is. It's just whack altogether. And why is whack? Because usually if a man abuses a woman, he usually is not going to be able to fight another man. You know what I'm saying? Toe to toe. He got to hit women because it makes them feel good. It makes them feel better. And that's what some of these studs out here are doing, is trying to make themselves feel more like a stud or a man by beating on them. Too much aggression, too much aggression going on. Not only that, calling them bitches, that's another thing that's real disrespectful. You should never, ever call femmes a bitch. Now, I know I might have slipped up. Everybody's done slipped up and said bitches at some time or another, because bitches, of course, is a very widely used word now. It's not just for dogs. It's really about bitches, but not all femmes are bitches. Not everybody are bitches. You know what I'm saying? There's bitch quality in people. There's bitch assness. That's P. Diddy's thing. And there's just bitches. Bitches as in I got a lot of bitches. But you shouldn't be calling them bitches at all. But anyway, I'm going to pass this over to Blaze, see what she got to say about this. Very important for the femmes.
Femmes, everybody, the whole community. This is some stuff really that, not gonna say I never heard of, but I heard of a lot of femmes, a lot of my friends, a lot of my friends' friends, a lot of people I see on the internet, MySpace, Downlink, whatever, Facebook, all that stuff. When I'm hearing about these studs beating on their femmes, I feel this is just for real. It's idiocracy to me, and I don't feel it should be going on. Yes, it is an i-Yanah move. I mean, do studs descend from i-Yanah? From last time I checked, they do not. What I understood, studs were, of course, independent females that set the example for these men who did not do the job of pleasing the creature we have on earth that they call women. So why are studs doing just the same things that men are doing? This is what turns women away from men. Women, I could say all women, love to feel secure and safe while in the presence of a man or a stud. Men fuck it up anyway. They fuck it up regardless. So, not saying all females turn from men and go to women, but majority of them do. And, of course, when you do go with women, I feel that, it should be a more happier state and not some of the same shit that's going on. This is why femmes are turning to femmes, because some studs are fucking it up, raping them, as we quoted, doing shady things and doing all this type of stuff, treating women like so-called bitches or whatever, and bitch, yes, is a dog. And if you treat a woman like a bitch, I don't think that's too good, because a dog, you know, you treat them like shit. You know, I seen people treat dogs like shit. Michael Vick, my boy, you know, yeah, Michael Vick. Anyway, it should not be going on like this. It should not be going on like this. Studs should be setting the example and providing and taking care of the woman that makes them, which are Fems. I don't feel that they should be actually treating us as such, like, you know, we're nothing, or, you know, we're lower than them, or we're just nobody at all. I feel that's bullshit, and it's something that needs to be recognized. And somebody, if you see this happening to your friend, don't let it go down. Seriously, if your friend's telling you she's not happy, listen to it. Y'all watch the movies, even though it's straight people, but y'all watch the movies. You know, and y'all, I know everybody's seen the video, Love is Blind. Put that in the LGBT sense.
And it's very real. It's a very
real. Shit like this happens, and with all this shit that's going on today, certain, you know, topics like this, you know, studs actually beating on their Fems or whatever, nobody is clear about the future for the rest of this year and the next 4 years to come because of this election. So people who are going through this, Fems, please go find your happiness. Please separate yourselves from the studs that actually portray and do these things like men. Separate yourself.
I just feel like, one, this type of situation here for women, it is very, very serious. Fems, get out of these relationships with these stupid ass studs beating y'all, hitting you. And another thing I have an issue with is that some women are dumb and love is blind. So when they get beat, they still want the same person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had experiences in my life. I'm not going to speak no names. Not in my life per se, but as far as with family. You know, where they were getting beat, you know what I'm saying, and hit on. But yet, as soon as somebody does something for you to help you out, to throw them in jail or get them some kind of punishment so they can stop wailing and whooping up on your ass, and you getting mad at them. Mad, calling them bitches and hitting them and all that shit. Mad because the person that was whooping your ass got thrown in jail. Something that you should have done. You know what I'm saying? So y'all, you know, you can't not blame people who try to help you, but people, if you run across a situation like this, where there is a girl, a Fem, straight girl, anybody, you know what I'm saying, getting beat on by their man, and you try to help them, or they stud, and you try to help them, and they don't take that help, or they think they're getting offended because you're helping them, or they turn on you after you do help, leave it alone. Get out of the business, because one thing is, whatever the bond they got is a, you know what I'm saying, I'm over you and I'm going to whoop your ass bond. And it will never be broken until she's tired. When a woman is tired, that's when she's really tired, and she'll do what she got to do to get herself out of it, hopefully, before she gets killed. Fems, this is very serious. Leave these studs alone who's doing this. And also, if there are Fems out there beating on their studs too, stop it. Leave that shit alone. Stop that shit. Not all stud is going to be all aggressive and be ready to whoop your ass. Remember, some Fems can be studs ass too. You know what I'm saying? And it's happening, it's just not being talked about because studs don't want to admit that. Too much pride. You know what I'm saying? But Fems, if y'all doing it, leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? If y'all beating on y'all studs, and studs y'all beating on y'all Fems, y'all got to stop this shit because it's a disgrace and it's fucking up our community bad with this shit. It's ridiculous. It's not even right, and it shouldn't even be happening.
I'm sorry, the requests are coming in like crazy. I'm just checking them all, but I said my part, and there is going to be a part 2 to this because there are more topics and certain pointers that I want to point out in this discussion because currently me and Donovan are experiencing a little family crisis. You know, we're basically trying to, you know, let everyone know, because with this election and the transition that the economy and the nation is going through, there are a lot of things right now that can simply hold you back, and it can be based on a dumb decision like a stud beating their Fem. A simple, you know, just a simple rock right now can just tip anything. Y'all see, if y'all watching the news, y'all see exactly how the banks are going. You know, the banks are the people that you can trust. You know, and they're supposed to trust you, of course, with your money. You trust them with your money. And nowadays, banks can't even trust themselves. A lot of things are going on right now. That $700 billion bailout bill has passed. And it passed by a serious vote. I mean, very serious. The House at first denied it. But they, of course, redid the bill and brought it back. But it's going to be, of course, more topics on this. And The verdict is not yet spoken. We are going to continue more. So for now, my name is Blaze.
And I'm Donovan.
And we're signing off. This is What's Hot in the Streets.